let's get started. Amazing. All right. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Again, my name is Mo, and today's class is going to be the first class of this course. We are basically, what we are going to be discussing today. First of all, a quick recap of what we've mentioned on the previous times, and after that, we are going to be talking about what we are going to be doing today. Okay, so last time, what we did was we talked about a little bit more specific details. We talked about like talking about like the second phase and the language part, which was building the customer personas, identifying who are your customers, and once you find them, how to actually speak with them and how to communicate with them. But we were left with the fourth page, or like the next step. Okay, so I know where my customers, I know where they are, but I just don't know how to actually get them. So this is what we're going to be getting into today. And that's why previous class homework was very, very important, which was again the movie or the documentary by Netflix, Social Dilemma. Excuse me. So yeah, so quickly, Guy, you mentioned to me that you watched the movie. You got, if you don't mind, 2 minutes. If you can quickly tell me how did you find the homework?
As I say, I loved it. It wasn't a movie I would have normally picked to watch, so it was very
Yes,
pleasant and it was pitched at the right level in terms of intelligence.
yes,
I like things that are interesting. I like things that are factual, and to be honest, right, I like the doomsday approach to life as
yes,
well as happy heaven and birds singing. I like the doomsday side things as well because I'm a realist. I'm a realist.
yes.
I do not ignore the facts. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Do you want me to break down what I knew or what I got from it, or
No, not yet.
going to do
We
that?
are going to be actually
Okay.
discussing this today. We are going to be discussing like how is this relevant to what we're currently studying. So again, for me to be able to answer this, I'll need to do a quick recap. Again, as we mentioned, we reached the point where now you got the product, you got the market, you got the message, but it remains the question. Now, how do I find those people? How to market for those people? That is our topic for this time. So the reason why it was very important to watch this movie was to understand how the social media platforms do actually work, because this was very, very important, right? So for you to be able to understand this, the best way to understand this was watching the movie that we've mentioned, which is Social Dilemma, right? And I think it's one of the movies that truly, truly conveyed a very strong message in regards to exactly how social media works. And when you think about it from a business perspective, what does any kind of social media platform want? And first of all, you need to understand that each and every social media platform, at the end of the day, it's a business. And what does each and every business want? They want to make money, right? So the way that they make money is quite different from the way that normal businesses make money, right? Their revenue engines and the way that they generate the revenue is quite different. The entire setup is quite different, right? So you need to be able to understand this because it's very, very important for you to understand it. Because once you understand how it works and how they are making money, you will understand how their platform works, and therefore you will understand how to actually use the platforms for your own good and how to, I don't want to say manipulate, but be able to strategically and properly design and create your campaigns and strategize your marketing efforts on those platforms. All right. So for us to be able to understand this, I'll talk about Instagram, for example. So the main core that a platform like Instagram wants. So I'm sorry again. My amazing drawing. I know a guy always complains about that. But yeah, anyway, let's just assume that this is or you know what? Let me do this. Oh, it's not doable. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So let's just assume that this is Instagram. Okay. So what does Instagram want? They want to actually make money, right? And the way that these kind of social platforms make money, the users that are using the platforms, they are not actually paying money to use the platforms. They are free users. They are not paying any money. And there was a very, very great quote that was mentioned in the movie. You know, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. And this is truly the essence of it, right? And the way that these platforms do actually make money is through ads, right? The ads that you see, like the boosted social media posts and all of that. This is how they make money. But how exactly are they making money? Well, the process that they're uh, doing in order to generate the revenue is quite devilish, as illustrated within the movie. But honestly speaking, it makes total sense. It makes so much sense because the way that they make money is through the following. So let's just say you grab your phone, you're scrolling through the feed, and you're seeing all of these posts, and then all of a sudden you see a post that pisses you off a little bit, so you want to get off the platform. You know what happens just before you swipe away or try to close the platform? You know what happens? You will see the most interesting ad or the most interesting post that is going to complete. Are you guys able to hear me?
Hello, I can hear
Yes,
you. I
I
can
got
see you,
disconnected. Yes.
but your connection is very low bandwidth. You're very pixelated, and you're jerky, if that makes sense. Stop, start, stop, start, like that.
Okay, is this any better now? Yeah, it's still unstable. Okay, let me try to fix it. Just give me a
Um,
moment.
yeah,
What was the last thing that you heard?
I'm.
Okay, so as I mentioned, a platform like Instagram, if you're scrolling through it, and the way that it works is that, and the way like how do I say this? Yeah, the way that some videos or some pieces of content do better than others is that it gets to control the attention of people, right? And what I mean by this is that you might find a video on Instagram that is that has like 1 million views, for example, right? And this video has 1 million views for a reason. It's because of one key word and one key factor only, and that is called session duration. So session duration is equivalent to watch time, and watch time is what is extremely important in this business. or session duration as like the technical term of it, because the more time people spend on the platform, the more money the platform makes. Because let's say if you stay on a specific platform for 1 hour, and within that 1 hour you see, let's say for example, like 5 ads, that means if you stayed for 2 hours, you will be seeing 10 ads and you will be making more money to the platform, right? And this is why it's very, very important to keep this in mind when you are doing any kind of activity on social media. Session duration is the key metric that you should be completely focusing on. And this is what makes some content blow up and some content doesn't. But there is another question, because sometimes you would see a video on an account, it has 1 million views, and that same exact video on another account, it has 10,000 views, for example. And there is a reason behind it. And the reason is this. So if we do like a short like this, and just like that. So what happens is that a platform like Instagram, for example, what it does is that it has like milestones automatically set in place. So at this point, if you have, let's say, around less than 10,000 followers on your Instagram account, the maximum views that you'll be getting is at this part right here. So if this arrow is going to be representing views, and this one right here is going to be representing like the followers, this is going to be the representation of how much views that you are going to be getting. And there is a reason behind it. And the reason is the platform does not trust you yet. But the more accurate version of this graph or of this chart is actually this. So if we could take this right here, and this is going to be still views as it is. So this represents the views, and this right here represents not just the views, but the amount of content produced. So let's say at this point, you only posted 10 videos at this point right here. So far, only posted 10 videos. The maximum that you'll be getting is this much views, because you're not consistent and the platform is not going to reward you for that. But the more videos or like the more content that you produce, so let's say you produce this much, which is meaning like, let's say 50 videos, it will expand you to the next milestone where you'll be getting even more views, right? And the more you post, the more you are going to be getting. Do you know why? Because you are emphasizing on this. How so? Because let's say you posted 10 videos, and out of those 10 videos, the total session duration that you generated for the platform was, let's say, 2 hours. Okay. But then you posted, let's say, 100 videos. And if you are going to be saying that for every 10 videos, you produce 2 hours of watch time, right? And then you produced 100 videos. So that means that you have a total watch time of 20. So you have produced 20 hours of attention to the platform. And therefore, this is how the platform gets to trust you even more and gets you to unlock these kind of milestones, to unlock more views or more impressions right there. And this is why it's very important to be completely aware of the fact that you have to fully focus on doing this. You have to fully focus on crafting content that makes the viewers spend more time. I know it's completely devilish after you watch the movie like you know, Social Dilemma. It's quite devilish when you understand the kind of the reasoning behind it and all of that. But you understood the game, right? And you understood how to play the game in order to win. Okay. And this is what you should be focused on as someone who is like focused on generating traffic and all of that. This is what you should be focused on. So let me give you an example. This YouTube channel, I only started posting on it like a couple of months ago, and I'm still inconsistent. But here's the thing. You see this spark right here? How many videos did I post? I posted more than 9 videos. I posted 10 videos, right? And based of that, and because of that, I gained more views. Have I not done so, I wouldn't got in anything, just like so, right? And same thing here. This other spike, it happened due to the fact that I posted 9 videos, right? And I got more views because of that. Because here's the thing, I'm increasing this. This is what I'm increasing right here. This is what I'm increasing. When you increase this, the watch time, or what we have mentioned as the session duration, when you are increasing this and you are increasing the amount of content produced, the platform automatically starts to trust you a little bit more. And this kind of idea, it works across almost every social media platform. It's relatively the same thing, right? The more you keep people on my platform, regardless of what the platform is, the more you keep them on my platform, the more that I will reward you as a creator with like more views or more attention, right? And it's a win-win situation when you think about it. They are making money and you are getting the impression, or like you are getting part of the attention, right? So as a reward for you, for helping the platform to retain people on the platform, they are making more people see it, right? And again, like that's the whole point of it. That's the entire idea of the algorithms of the social media. Now, when you understand this, right, you will know how to actually use the platforms properly in order to make sure that whatever content that you produce, I'm not going to say that it's going to blow up and going to be viral, right? But what I'm trying to say that is it's going to get some traction. It's going to be nothing at the beginning, right? But once you understand that it's quantity over quality, so many of my videos that I posted, the quality of them is actually very bad. And I have gotten this feedback quite a lot. But I know that it's not that important at the moment because I'm still achieving what I'm looking forward to. I'm still achieving what I'm focused on. See, once the watch time increases, everything else increases because this is the most important metric. The session duration is the most important metric because the session duration is how the platforms make money. The more time people spend on the platform, the more time the platform makes money, right? And this is what I have been focused on. It's always going to be quantity over quantity, over quality. Yes, quality does have a bigger impact of maybe making people a little bit more retained. But if you're not a master of the quality part, then you should master the quantity part. Meaning, if you cannot craft something that is extremely high quality, I highly recommend that you craft 1,000 version of it with low quality, right? And this is going to lead to kind of a, it's not like a thought process, but it's more of a strategy. It's called the rule of 100. And basically the rule of 100, what it means is that you have to do something to scale of 100, and only after that point you start questioning whether you should continue doing it or you should stop. And what I mean by this, if we're going to be talking about like YouTube, for example, I shouldn't be judging what I'm doing on YouTube and in terms of like numbers and views and all of that, unless I have at least 100 videos published. And I think I'm halfway through. I think I have like 40 something videos published on that. But yeah, this concludes my point. So yeah, we will pause for a second. If you guys have any question in regards to this part specifically, I'm ready to answer your questions. Go ahead.